Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you learners? Today we are going to learn the rules to put a comma. We all know that we have learned the rule where we put a comma after dependent clause and before the independent clause starts in Unit 3, which was while it was raining, comma, Hina was busy doing her chores. Today we are going to learn a few new rules about a comma. So let's see what is a comma. A comma is the punctuation mark that indicates a pause is needed in a sentence. Commas help to clarify meaning for the reader. So let's see what is rule number 1 today. Always use commas to separate items in a series or a list. That's a common one. I went to the grocery store to get green beans, comma, cheddar cheese, comma, and garlic. Some would say that and is here, so we don't need a comma before and. Yes, it's optional. This morning I went for a walk, comma, read in my book, and ate breakfast. So here in this sentence, the comma has been used to separate the clauses. So there are three different clauses in this sentence which are being separated by a comma. Rule number 2. Use a comma to separate two or more adjectives. Only if you could put the word and between them. And the example is Johnny is a smart, comma, kind boy. Johnny is a smart and kind boy. So we can go either ways. Either we put a comma or we put an and. Number 3. Use a comma before and after an appositive. What's an appositive? An appositive is a noun that renames another noun. And the examples are my sister, comma, Martha, comma, is in high school. So here my sister and Martha are both referring to the same person. We can also write the sentence without the appositive. For example, the sentence is complete if you write Martha is in high school. Our neighbors, the Smiths, came for dinner last night. So our neighbor is an appositive. Similarly, the US capital, Washington DC, is a beautiful city. So we can also write the sentence without the appositive. For example, Washington DC is a beautiful city. Rule number 4. Use a comma when a sentence begins with an introductory word or phrase. So what's that? The example is, yes, I got your email. Therefore, you don't need to send it again. Yes, comma, because this is an introductory phrase and therefore is a subordinating conjunction. Rule number 5. Use a comma when addressing someone. Mary, what was the name of that book you loved? I hope you can make it to my party, Larry. After Mary and before Larry, we have put a comma to show that both of these are names. Rule number 6. Use a comma before and after words used to interrupt a sentence. And the example is typing, comma, however, is very quick and neat. So the sentence is typing is very quick and neat, but it is being interrupted by this conjunction that is however. Handwriting, on the other hand, can be easier for some. So the sentence is handwriting can be easier for some. But here we have added on the other hand. So we have to add a comma after handwriting and after on the other hand. Now students, you have to remember to check your notes and review any parts of the video that you need to in order to complete your exercise. Good luck to you all. Jazakallahu khairan kasiran.